walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We made it! We made it! We made it! We made it! And let's go to the house! And let's go to the house!
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's gonna be football now! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's hunt now! Let's hunt now! Let's go! Let's hunt! We made it! And let's go to the house! And let's go to the house!
We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how like we the Miami Heat of football. Yap. The bottom line is you got to buckle up your chin strap.
It's embarrassing.
Yap.
Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from them.
He's a man. They can be hit just like us. He's a man.
You already make the big money.
He's a man.
Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there.
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like.
Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! We made it! And let's go to the house! And let's go to the house! It's a wrap. Game over.
This game ain't over. It's just getting started, and look at where it's starting from, man. I tell you what, I'm real excited about what's happening right now. Hey, just getting phone calls and everything like that. Let me make sure my stuff is off because, look, we got to get the show in today. I'm going to give you 30 minutes of my favorite stuff on Talk Your Team Tuesday right here on the lunch break. Powered by JM&E, streaming live on ROKU TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. I guess I need to put the BS3 logo up there. I don't know. Let me see if I can get it up there. I got to give them some love. Bang. Can we put that over there? There we go. All right. Hey, Donna Coleman-Holman, you see where I'm hanging out today. I'm out here buy some water, and I love water, man, and I'm really excited to be here, to be able to get away for a while. Those who follow me on Facebook, y'all know I'm stepping away from a 10-year career as the senior pastor of a Baptist church in Houston, Texas. Nothing's wrong, no scandal. I'm not being run off. I'm not being forced to leave or anything like that. I just heard loud and clear, it's time. I can't speak for anybody else. I knew I wasn't going to be there forever. I knew that I was supposed to be a bridge for a period of time. The founding pastor died. A year later, I was the pastor to replace him. And now 10 years later, they're in a position where I've got to transfer, or I got to hand off the baton to somebody else to take them on up higher. So, man, I just wanted to get it away. My last sermon is going to be this coming Sunday. And I just want to be able to clear my head and be able to. So anyway, I'm in a great place. I'm not going to tell y'all where I am, but let's just say I am getting away. Donna, isn't it beautiful? I tried to get down close to the water, but I couldn't connect to the Wi-Fi down there. So yeah, man, I'm really glad to be here. I tell you, anybody want to bring me in to speak to your church or your young people or your men's group or women's group, whatever it is, just put me by some water. You got me. Look, we'll worry about the honorarium and all that stuff later. Just put me by the water and you got me. All right. So now week 2 of the NFL regular season is on the books, and what a weekend it was, culminating with not one, but 2 Monday Night Football games last night. And both of those were good as well. And, man, I tell you what, I don't know. Man, there were some teams I thought were going to just really do some things. Didn't look all that great last night. A lot of teams having offensive line problems. But relax. Not in the words of that knucklehead that used to be the quarterback for the Packers and the Jets, but I'm saying to you, relax. Defenses usually start faster than offenses. Offensive lines are typically the last things to come around. In fact, I wrote an article about the Houston Texans, Donna Coleman-Holman. You can find it on either website, kwwj.org or kyokradio.org. Either one of those, go check out the article. I talked about it. Is it here we go again? Texans off to an 0-2 start, and I already sounded the alarm that the offensive line was going to be a problem because you had Scott Quisenberry out for the year. You had Juice Scruggs out for at least 4 games. You had Gardner out, and this week you missed arguably their best player, and that's Laramie Tunsil. And you got a rookie quarterback, and you got a rookie head coach, and you got an offensive coordinator that I'm not too impressed with just yet. Maybe he's on the slow come up, but he's calling plays that they really literally have questionable personnel to run. I know you can't just dink and dunk, but they can do some things with the time that they have and not try to make it be something that it's not. So I'm not knocking the team. I still believe they're going to win 6-7 games. I think they're going to be a lot better than they were the last 2 seasons. No knock on head coach David Culley, and definitely no knock on Lovie Smith. But I just feel like they got bit early by the injury bug in the place that they could least afford it on the offensive line. So again, we'll see. We'll see where the Texans go from here. They got beat up on by the Indianapolis Colts. They made it close late. They definitely played better in the second half than they did in the first. But again, they could not get it done yet. So Donna, I'm with you, man. The Dallas Cowboys are. I'll go ahead and spoiler alert you. The Dallas Cowboys are still going to be on top of the lunch break NFL power rankings. In two games, what are they, 70 points scored, 10 points allowed? And Micah Parsons is a beast. So, yeah, Dallas. I know everybody's in love with San Francisco right now, man. My money's on Dallas. And I'm telling you, they are right now, after 2 weeks, the best team in the NFL. After 2 weeks, best team in the NFL. So let me take a quick break. We'll be right back with more on the lunch break, powered by JM&E on location, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. We'll be right back right after this.
Discouragement, sorrow, distance. Your arguments cause damage to your family. The hurt leads to divorce. You feel like there is nowhere else to turn. But there is hope for you. That's where we come into play. There is an overcomer that lives inside of you. One ready to take on the world as you leap for joy, living in victory. You'll grow to love yourself and others. There's life after divorce, and you can claim it today. Get Over Divorce, where your new story begins here every Thursday on YouTube and Spreaker. If you're looking for a sports program that gives you the flavor.
Washington Commanders? Really?
This whole thing stinks to high heaven.
That pulls no punches.
Thuggish act by a thuggish actor.
That gives you some humor.
Praise everything LeBron does and never criticize it.
If you want a show that gives you good times, then this is that show. BS3 Network proudly presents.
I am Cole Johnson, and welcome to
Cole Sports with a Z. Every Friday on Patreon and every Saturday on YouTube, Spreaker, and all other outlets. next.
My name is JM&E, and I won $500 on the lunch money from the Keeping Up with the Joneses Bracket Challenge.
All right, we're back here on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. Big shout out to my guy Willie Gibson. What's up, bro? I see you lurking in the background back there. Hey, don't worry about where Dexter St. Jock is. Hold on. My brother, man. I'm telling you, I love you, man. I love you. Keith Hennick talking his team, man. Keith Hennick talking his team up. Keith Hennick's team is 2-0 under the comeback player of the year candidate, Baker Mayfield. Said Cowboys haven't beat anyone yet. They'll choke in the playoffs if they get that far. Keith, stop. Stop that, man. Stop that. No, don't. It's Talking Team Tuesday, and we need that energy right there, bro. Talk your mess, man. Your team is 2-0, tied with the New Orleans Saints in the NFC South. Looks like old times. Happy days are here again. I got to send some love down to Derek Carr. He ain't looking great, but he's getting enough done for my team to get their stuff in, so I'm happy about that. Donna laughing at Keith all in his face. Donna laughing at Keith all in his face. Donna said, Tampa Bay, and I don't mean Tom Brady. All man said, them boys can't keep kicking field goals. We want to beat a 49ers team. We won't beat a 49ers team like that. Listen, bro, you better take them wins. Quit playing. Quit playing with me, man. You better take them wins. Y'all blowing folks off the field. Y'all throwing dudes out the club, man. Come on, man. Come on. Donna says it like I said, a win is a win. A win is a win is a win. A win is a win. I said that in a meeting last night, and, man, somebody poo-pooed on my meeting. I ain't going to call no names, Russell Thompson. Keith Hennick said, Baker will choke too. He's Baker Mayfield. You're right. I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting on it. And I'm waiting on to see whose fault it's going to be this time. Yeah, I knew you caught that one, Will. Hey, man. Oh, man. Your auntie was looking amazing at church Sunday. Oh, bruh. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. Sister, I'm not going to bother you till October 1st. After October 1st, she was looking good, bruh. She was looking good. All right, Donna, stop laughing in that man's face. Let him ride out his 2-0 team. Let him ride out his 2-0 team. All right, let's get to these games, man. I gotta go. I can't fool with y'all all day long. Let me get to these teams. Okay, here we go. We'll start with the games from last night. Willie, offensive line, bruh. Offensive line. And Nick Chubb, man, let me straight up, man. That one hurt me last night. I was traveling. I didn't get a chance to see the game, but when I saw the news and everything this morning, man, Nick Chubb is a real one. And for everybody to come around him the way that they did after he went down last night, done for the year. Yeah, man, that hurt my heart. Good dude, bro. Good dude. I'm for real when I say no issues, no problems, just a real one. And I hate to see anybody go down, let alone a real one like Nick Chubb. So sincere. I ain't talking about those other kind of thoughts and prayers. I'm talking about sincere thoughts and prayers for Nick Chubb, man. Yeah. Better man than a player by far. That's legit. That's facts right there. Facts. All right, so, yeah, but, man, they got to figure it out. Everybody's talking about Deshaun is not who he was in Houston and everything like good. He don't need to be who he was in Houston. I think Herm Edwards had, I think, the best take. The Browns have got to go through Deshaun now, and they don't need to have him, similar to what I'm saying about the Texans, they don't need to have him turning his back to the line as much as they do. Let Deshaun be who Deshaun is and let him do what he can do. I mean it, man. If it's RPO, great, let him do it. If it's playmaking, great, let him do it. Stop with that dumb, ignorant narrative. He's holding the ball too long. Some of y'all don't even know what the Hades that means. Hey, he's just holding the ball too long. I had 3-year-old kids say, he's holding the ball too long. It's like, sit down, clean your diaper. So anyway, let Deshaun be who Deshaun is. It's got to go through him. You're going to win and lose on what he can do and get that defense right. That offensive line's got to give him some time. And 2 words for you, Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt. 2 words for you. That's all the 2 words I got. Kareem Hunt. That's all I got to say. Donna said, yes, let Deshaun Watson be Deshaun Watson. That's it. That's it. Yeah, I know they hating. And it started with, you know who, Billy I.E. O'Brien started that nonsense. What Allman said. Eagles will hurt Baker Mayfield. I ain't getting into hurting folks, but they're going to beat him. They're going to beat him. All right, so let me get to this. So last night, Cleveland lost to Pittsburgh, and, you know, J.J. Watt's little brother showed up and showed out. T.J. Watt showed up and showed out. And, I mean, you got it. Clearly, they did not scheme for him the way that they should have. They did not prep for him like they should have. And he showed up and showed out. Showed up and showed out. So, you know, Cleveland got to bounce back from that. But they right there in it in the AFC North, thanks to having that win over the Cincinnati Bengals. You know, that's money in the bank. Pittsburgh got their first in-division win. So there you go. And then the game, the other Monday night game, you had New Orleans beating Carolina 20-17. And I'm not worried about either quarterback or either team. A lot of folks, Bryce Young didn't yet. Listen, he's a rookie. You got folks in there that are trying to figure out who they are. As I said, offenses start slower than defenses do. New Orleans did what they needed to do. But, baby, what I want to talk about is the candidate for catch of the year, Chris Olave. Willie, can I get an amen? Chris Olave with the one-handed tip it. When the defensive player hit his hand, he tipped it, got off the defensive player, and pulled that bad boy in. And, man, I'm like, boy, you better come on and Ohio State up in here. So, yeah, and he wasn't even the best wide receiver they had on the squad. So, there's another one coming out next year that's just going to change the whole game. I'm telling you, y'all thought Randy Moss was somebody? Check out this dude, Marvin Harrison Jr. So anyway, I got to put that up. Let it marinate, Willie. Let it marinate. Talk your team Tuesday. Let it marinate. So anyway, that's what happened. Let me go down to some more. Let me run through these other ones quick. All right, so then we talked about the Colts and the Patriots, Colts and the Texans 31-20. The Ravens have the Bengals winless. Bengal fans, don't worry. You're going to be fine. You're not going to be in last place in the division. Ravens 27-24. Ravens are 2-0, and they're not getting a lot of respect in the league. You're not getting a lot of respect in the league. They still don't believe in Lamar Jackson. They don't believe in the defense. You don't believe in Harbaugh. It's okay. Baltimore's going to win the division. It's okay. Eagles, of course. Well, that was Thursday night. Chiefs, if y'all thought they were going to go 0-2, y'all don't know football. They went down to Jacksonville and beat a very motivated Jacksonville team on the road. It's funny how folks count Kansas City out, but my man, my homeboy gets his players back, and all of a sudden they win a game that a lot of folks would not have been able to win on the road like that, 17-9 in Jacksonville. How about Tennessee? Tennessee showed up. Is there something wrong with the Chargers? Are the Chargers in trouble? That coach got a little snotty-nosed after the game in the post-game interview. Of course, he's somebody people like, so it was just passion. It was a bad question by the media. They're 0-2. Answer that. What's up with that? 0-2. Tennessee got the win there. The Cowboys 30-10 over the Jets. Man, I got to give credit to Robert Saleh. I got to give credit to him. He loves his quarterback, and he going to talk that dude up. I told y'all Zach Wilson, after game 1, was going to turn into Zach Wilson that we know and love. But Coach got up there and said, you know, when he's not pressured, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Coach, he gets pressured more than not. So what are we saying? He's not the best quarterback in the league? I'll go with that. So, yeah, they got exposed big time. How about them Falcons? Clip the Packers 25-24. And if you don't know about that Ohio boy playing quarterback down there in Atlanta, you better ask somebody. Desmond Ridder was number 2 on the quarterback power rankings for the lunch break last week, and it's probably going to be pretty high up there again this week. And I told y'all a couple of years ago that Bijan Robinson had a first-round running back grade on him. Know a couple of scouts. The scouts were like, yo, man, if Bijan could come out now, he'd be a first-rounder. Couldn't come out that year. Next year, Bijan could come out now, he'd be a first-rounder. Couldn't come out that year. When Bijan came out, guess what? He was a first-rounder, and he is living up to the hype. And when you got a running game and a passing game like they got down in Atlanta, yeah, things are going to happen. Still impressed with Jordan Love, what he's doing now that he is no longer in the shadow of a drama king. Bills got right against the Raiders, 38-10. The Raiders went back to being who they are. How about Geno Smith and Seattle to go into Detroit and pull out a win the way that they did? Man, let me tell you something. Some people can't do anything but remember you for who you used to be. People still talking about the butt fumble are ignorant. They're like bell-bottom pants. They are out of style. But people who are giving this dude credit for following up the year that he had last year with the year that he's already having after 2 games this year, that was a quality win in Detroit. And Geno Smith was right in the middle of it. Buccaneers beat the Bears 27-17. I think Eberflus in Chicago should be in trouble because, again, he has not gone in there and fixed the wrongs of the Bears. And I can say this after a couple of seasons, they're wasting the career of Justin Fields. Justin Fields needs somebody in there who's going to let Justin do what makes him great. And the Bears have not figured it out. That not taking anything away from Tampa Bay, but the Bears should not look as bad as they do. Keith Hennig said that Bijan will be Rookie of the Year. I ain't going to argue with you at all. Chiefs offense not the same. Yeah, we know why. All right. How about the Giants and the Cardinals? What a game by Joshua Dobbs. For Joshua Dobbs to go down there to Arizona and to make them competitive is a Herculean feat. A Herculean feat. It's no small thing. And it just goes to show you just how talented a player that Joshua Dobbs is. Joshua Dobbs, for most of his career, has been taking what people give him and making it work. And yeah, he's a rocket scientist. So really impressed with his effort and the effort of the Cardinals, but the Giants did make a huge comeback to pull out a win. 49ers won a tough rivalry on the road with the Rams, 30-23. What can you say about Brock Purdy and that squad? Man, I'm just telling you, they legit. Dolphins are for real going into New England and beating New England 24-17. How many times do I have to say this? Mac Jones is not that dude. Mac Jones is not that dude. Mac Jones is not that dude. Have I said it enough? Keith Hennig, tell all your friends, Mac Jones is not that dude. All right, let's wrap these up. Oh, that's it right there. All right, so what your picks looking like? You know, tomorrow we'll announce the winner of the Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. What's up with your picks? How many of y'all are feeling good about what you're holding? Again, somebody's going to win $50 tomorrow. And again, if you're in the top 6 after week 18, you'll get a chance to compete for $500 cash. You'll be like Miss Betty trying to win all the money. Miss Betty just took all the money. She won several times during the regular season. At the end, she won that 500. Keith Hennig said, my friends know that. I love it. Real friends don't let their friends think that Mac Jones is that dude, because he's not. He's not. And I notice he ain't pointing at nobody and waving nobody off no more. He's just straight trash out there by himself. Interesting. Very interesting. And I got to give some love to what Miami's doing. Nobody in the AFC East is scared of going into Foxborough and winning like they used to be. You used to be concerned about going into the Foxborough. You know, Bill Belichick was going to try to take away something that you didn't know you needed until you needed it. And they got all worried because they weren't going to know what it was until they did it. But folks ain't worried about that no more. Folks ain't worried about that no more. Folks walk into Foxborough and say, let's go. Let's get it. What it do? What it do, baby? So, all right, I got to take a break. When I come back, you know where I'm going next. College. We'll be right back right after this on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on ROKU TV, courtesy of BS3 TV.
Of course, Steph Curry, Tim Anderson, Jordan Alvarez. And it's caught! Debo Samuel with the catch. Michael Jordan can sense. The throw just got the king.
BS3 Network.
The hottest of hot takes. The coldest of cold, hard facts. This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. Weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure. This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to show that attainability. I want to show the accessibility of this kind of lifestyle.
From social media to having conversations with friends and family, you always have to put on face and say face.
What brings a smile to my face is the one person that totally believes in me, and that's my beautiful wife, Jody.
I just had to stop because I didn't value myself. I didn't love myself. And it's like, I have to learn to love myself.
Changing the world one conversation at a time. This is Revelations.
My name is JM&E, and I won $500 on the lunchman for the Keeping Up with the Joneses Bracket Challenge.
Yeah, we're back on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV, and we're on location. We're on location. I'll be back tomorrow on location. I'll be back tomorrow on location. Don't know about Friday, but I'll be back tomorrow on location. I'm not telling you what location I'm in, but I'm getting out there a little bit later, getting out there. So anyway, Tua, Keith Hennig, I like Tua too. In fact, let me make a statement. Now that Tom Brady's not in the league, I don't think there's anybody that has a faster release than Tua. And that's what I'm asking the Texans to do with C.J. Stroud. That's what I'm asking Cleveland to do with Deshaun Watson. Get him a quick release, baby. Nobody has a quicker release than Tua Tagovailoa. Nobody. Tom Brady's out. Is Tom Brady in the league? Then Tua's got it. And I like what they've done with him, man. Look, I'm telling you, no worries when he went into Foxborough and took that victory. Mac Jones don't have that kind of release. He ain't got those kind of skills. All right, let me talk college. Let me just go ahead and sum up two teams right now. Georgia, Alabama are not who people think they are. Georgia and Alabama are not who people think that they are. In fact, I'm going to make this prediction right now for you. Both of them will suffer a loss in their conference. Both of them. Neither one of them is going to run the table in the conference. Alabama's not going to run the table in the West, and Georgia's not going to run the table in the SEC. They're not. I don't know who they're going to lose to. In fact, it's probably going to be a surprise team that takes them out. No, I said it with my chest. Didn't stutter. But that being said, man, if South Carolina was about that life, boy, they would have took Georgia on out. But And same thing with Alabama, South Florida. If you not South Florida. If they were about that life, they would have took Alabama out. Now let's get to the game so I can get on out of here. A lot of folks want to talk about what happened with the Colorado State game. Dion, Coach Prime, he gets all the attention, and he thinks he's bigger than the game, and he's just, it's just a hype machine. First of all, you sound like a hater. You're entitled to your opinion, but you sound like a hater. I'm allowed to say that. And then number two, if you don't believe the hype, don't. But it's good for the city. It's good for the state. And it's good for college football. It's definitely good for college football. So that being said, I won't even get on the comments about my mama taught me this, my mama taught me that, and all that. Bruh, if you don't realize that your mama wasn't the only mama out there mama-ing, and she might have been the best mama in the world for you, and not everybody had to live their lives by your mama's standards, no disrespect to your mama, I want to talk about the game. I know that Coach Norvell had his guys fired up. I know that he went with it's us against the world, and everybody's talking about them, and nobody can believe in us. So let's go out there and show them. I get that. But some of what they showed was inappropriate. Some of what they showed was inappropriate. The hit on Travis Hunter has no place in the game. It has no place in the game. And the fact that they let that young man stay out there after that as a head coach now, I'm not saying he got the penalty and what have you, but the fact that they didn't sit him down for a play after that said a whole lot about some other things that Coach Norvell's mother either taught him or didn't teach him. I'll leave that where it is. But because they didn't do the right thing and take him out of the game, that left him on the field when he least needed to be on the field. Because any good quarterback, Tom Brady, any good coach, Coach Prime, is going to go after the very guy that thinks he's all that. And they went right at him when it counted the most, and he got dog walked. His ankles got broke. Game goes into overtime, and the cream rose to the top. The better team won. Everybody wants to talk about Shedeur Sanders trying to poke the eye out of the play. Look at the whole tape, not just that clip. Look at the whole exchange. The things that the Colorado State players initiated have no place in this game. And it goes to show that the NCAA is worthless. They can't even go down to the school level and punish coaches and or players for behavior that literally poorly represents their organization. Whatever league Colorado State plays in, they didn't say anything. They didn't do anything. And Coach Norvell himself was inexplicably quiet. Well, Coach, I know you'll never hear this, and I know you're not listening, but let me just whisper in your ear. What you don't say says everything. Hey, y'all, as always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I truly do love you, and there is absolutely nothing you can do about it except tune in tomorrow for Winning Wednesday right here on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on ROKU TV, courtesy of BS3 TV on location. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. I will talk to you tomorrow.
My name is JM&E, and I want $500 for the lunch break for keeping up with the Jonas Bracket Challenge.
It's a Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Tuesday, September 19th, 2023. Number 1. U.S. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy says good progress is being made in talks to avoid a government shutdown. However, McCarthy still faces challenges in passing a stopgap funding bill, and it appears he lacks the votes to keep the government open beyond September 30th. Some conservatives are threatening to strip him of his speakership, even as he attempted to gain support by launching an impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden. Number 2. September 16th is known as Mexican Independence Day, and the What You Need to Know newsletter remembers Mexican Independence Day and the history of Black and Brown unity. Collaboration during the Civil Rights Movement and Chicano movement marked the first wave of unity, aiming to unite marginalized communities against racism, segregation, and poverty. The nonviolent resistance of Martin Luther King Jr. inspired Cesar Chavez's labor movement, and many Black Panthers were inspired by the anti-capitalist movement of Che Guevara and Fidel Castro. Number 3. McDonald's, the global leader in fast food, is undergoing some substantial changes in response to shifting consumer preferences and heightened concern about cleanliness and safety. One notable transformation is the gradual removal of self-serve soda machines from McDonald's outlets across the United States by 2032. After the height of the pandemic, more customers are using their drive-through options rather than going inside to order along with digital orders. The need for self-service soda machines has dwindled. Number 4. Minnesota Vikings running back Alexander Mattison received more than 60 messages through his Instagram account, including several that use the N-word and other slurs, after the team's 34-28 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL posted a statement on Twitter saying, "We stand firmly with Alexander and remind fans to remember the humanity of all players and celebrate the contributions to the game we all love." On September 16th, Madison took to Instagram and thanked those who have shown love and support to me and my family during this time. Number 5, in a welcome development for high-earning individuals looking to bolster their retirement savings, the IRS has extended the period for pre-tax catch-up 401k contributions. New IRS guidance gives 50-plus-year-olds 2 more years to contribute more to the 401ks and other retirement plans. Check out the What You Need to Know newsletter, where our celebrity CPA, Katrina M. Kraft, lets you know how this extension could benefit you. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Make peace with the past for all of the drama and trauma that you have experienced. Leave the past in the past. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central with comedian Damon Williams, contributor Cameron Riley, and producer Ahmed Gordon as we discuss today's top headlines and more. That's on YouTube and Facebook Live. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, the American Heart Association and Black Health Matters. Barbara Scotia College, an HBCU in Concord, North Carolina, needs our help. The What You Need to Know team is asking our supporters and alumni and friends of Barbara Scotia to help meet their immediate and pressing needs by donating to help Barbara Scotia rise. Please join donors from around the world who are stepping up to save one of the nation's oldest HBCUs. Visit SibylWilkes.com for more information. If you're living with pain and discomfort in your feet, legs, thighs, or buttocks, that may be a sign of a serious health problem. Peripheral artery disease, also known as PAD, is a disease of the blood vessels outside the heart. It causes reduced blood flow to the area of the body with diseased blood vessels. Diabetes, smoking, and high blood pressure are strong risk indicators for the disease. Each year, approximately 150,000 leg amputations are performed in the United States, and most cases occur in people with diabetes and PAD. Talk with your doctor on how to manage your PAD, reduce your risk for heart disease and stroke, and prevent the loss of a limb. Learn more at heart.org/PAD. And check out the celebration of Black filmmakers rooted in the HBCU culture. That's November 10th through the 12th at Howard University's Blackburn Center. I'm Sybil Wilkes. Be informed, be empowered.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.